Welcome back to the day. Today, we dive into a thrilling twist in Salem where betrayal, ambition, and unlikely alliances ignite a new chapter in the ongoing war for power. Gabi Hernandez and Tony D. Mera are cooking up a bold scheme, and the stakes have never been higher. Will Steve Johnson be the unexpected key to their vengeance-fueled triumph over the Kyriakis brothers? Let's unpack this explosive storyline that's shaking the very foundations of D. Mera Enterprises. Gabi and Tony set the stage for revenge. Salem has always been a breeding ground for ambition and scheming, but this time, the game is deadlier than ever. Gabi Hernandez is back in fighting form, and with Tony D. Mera at her side, she's gearing up to take down two major players in the corporate world, Xander and Philip Kyriakis. Tony D. Mera, ever the charismatic and cunning strategist, has reignited his desire to reclaim the D. Mera family legacy. With a gleam in his eye and vengeance in his heart, Tony approaches Gabi with an offer that's impossible for her to ignore. He promises her the position of CEO at D. Mera Enterprises, but only if she helps him overthrow the current balance of power. Gabi, no stranger to boardroom battles, is instantly intrigued. But this isn't just about business. For Tony, it's personal. He believes the D. Meras have lost their grip on the empire that bears their name, and with the Kyriakis brothers sniffing around and making power plays, it's time to strike back, hard. The temptation of power, and a need for backup. While Gabi is more than capable of scheming and manipulating her way into boardroom dominance, she's also smart enough to know she can't do this alone. The Kyriakis brothers aren't fools. Especially Philip, who's been sharpening his claws for years, and Xander, who has recently been playing both sides with a smile. Enter Steve "Patch" Johnson, the private investigator with a reputation for digging up secrets buried in the darkest corners of Salem. Known for his fierce loyalty and no-nonsense attitude, Steve may seem like an odd choice for Gabi. But she sees something in him, the skills, the instincts, and the connections that could make all the difference. When Gabi approaches Steve with the offer, she doesn't sugarcoat it. She needs dirt. She needs leverage. And she needs someone who won't flinch when the stakes get messy. Surprisingly, Steve agrees to hear her out. He's wary of getting involved in another corporate war, but something about Gabi's passion, and perhaps a shared distaste for the Kyriakis' stranglehold on power, piques his interest. Steve's reluctant alliance and his hidden agenda. Steve may be joining Gabi's mission, but make no mistake, he's playing his own game. As he starts to dig into the affairs of Philip and Xander, he uncovers more than just corporate secrets. There are whispers of offshore accounts, internal sabotage, and backdoor deals involving international partners. Steve realizes that this may not just be about a battle for a title. It could expose criminal dealings that threaten to pull Salem's elite into scandal. For Gabi, this is music to her ears. With Steve feeding her intelligence, she starts to plant the seeds of a coup. She charms insiders at D. Mera Enterprises, quietly lobbies shareholders, and begins building a secret coalition. Tony, thrilled with the progress, becomes more aggressive, urging Gabi to speed things up. Especially as word begins to spread that Philip is planning a surprise merger that could cut D. Mera out completely. The Xander dilemma, heart versus ambition. But things aren't as black and white as they seem for Gabi. Despite her ruthless focus, she can't ignore the fact that Xander has been showing her unexpected kindness lately. He's been charming, supportive, and even vulnerable, a side of him Gabi never expected to see. There's a small but growing part of her that questions whether she really wants to destroy him. Still, the call of power is loud, and Gabi convinces herself that this is the only way forward. Even if it means betraying someone who might actually care for her. A sudden shift, Philip fights back just when Gabi thinks the plan is airtight. Philip Kyriakis catches wind that something is brewing behind the scenes. He launches his own investigation, tapping into his father Victor's old network of informants. What he uncovers rattles him to the core. Steve Johnson, a longtime ally, might be working for the enemy. Philip confronts Steve in a tense standoff outside the Salem pub, and the two men exchange sharp words. Steve doesn't back down, but it's clear that this war is about to get a lot uglier. Philip vows to protect his family's legacy, and take Gabi down if he has to. Monday's fallout. The war begins as Monday's episode rolls in. All the players are set for a collision course. Gabi steps into DiMera Enterprises with a new fire in her eyes. She's got Steve's intel in her back pocket, Tony by her side, and a plan that could crush the Kiriakis brothers once and for all. But she also carries the weight of betrayal, especially where Xander is concerned. Meanwhile, Xander and Philip prepare their counterattack. Rumors fly, loyalties shift, and the balance of power in Salem teeters on the edge. A single misstep could bring the whole empire crashing down, or send Gabi straight to the top. Final thoughts. With bold moves, unexpected alliances, and emotional complexity, this revenge mission is one of Days of Our Lives' most electrifying storylines yet. Will Steve remain loyal to Gabi's cause? Will Tony's hunger for power push him too far? And can Gabi hold her nerve when personal feelings threaten to unravel everything? Stay tuned, because in Salem, nothing stays buried for long, especially secrets. Welcome to the Days of Our Lives Insider Scoop, a week of secrets, spirits, and strife. Greetings, devoted Days of Our Lives enthusiasts. This week, from July 28 to August 1, 2025, the vibrant town of Salem is set to ignite with a whirlwind of emotional entanglements, supernatural whispers, and strategic schemes. The latest trailer teases a tapestry of drama woven with threads of romance, jealousy, and cryptic premonitions. Let's dive into the heart of the action, exploring the intricate dynamics and unexpected twists awaiting our beloved characters. Susan's spectral revelations stir the DiMera legacy. The week begins with a chilling revelation in the DiMera mansion, where E.J. DiMera shares a startling claim with his brother Chad. Their mother, Susan Banks, professes to possess psychic abilities that allow her to commune with the departed. Susan, with her quirky yet earnest demeanor, stands before a grand portrait of the late Stefano DiMera, her eyes gleaming with unease. She hints at a dark omen, murmuring about a terrible shadow looming over Salem. Her cryptic words suggest that Stefano's spirit may not be at rest, or worse, that the legendary patriarch might still be orchestrating chaos from beyond the grave. This unsettling possibility sends ripples through the DiMera family, forcing Chad and EJ to confront the enduring mythos of their father's indomitable will. Could Susan's visions uncover a secret that reshapes their understanding of the DiMera legacy? The Phoenix's enduring flame, Rafe's warning to Kat across town. Rafe Hernandez engages in a tense conversation with newcomer Kat Green, a figure shrouded in mystery and ambition. Rafe, ever the seasoned detective, cautions Kat about the enigmatic resilience of Stefano DiMera, famously dubbed the Phoenix for his uncanny ability to evade death's grasp. Drawing from years of experience with the DiMera clan's machinations, Rafe warns that Stefano's influence may still linger, like embers waiting to spark a new inferno. Kat, intrigued yet wary, absorbs this advice as she navigates her own agenda in Salem. Their exchange hints at a deeper connection to the DiMera empire, with Rafe's words serving as both a warning and a challenge to uncover the truth behind Stefano's enduring legend. Will Kat heed Rafe's counsel, or will she be drawn into the dangerous allure of the Phoenix's legacy? Marlena's haunting dreams and Susan's ominous diagnosis. Meanwhile, Dr. Marlena Evans finds herself grappling with unsettling visions that blur the line between reality and nightmare. In a candid moment with her confidant Kayla Johnson, Marlena reveals a dream in which she ascends as the Queen of the Night, a title steeped in mystique and tied to Stefano's shadowy influence. This dream, vivid and haunting, stirs memories of her tumultuous history with the Demera patriarch, rekindling fears of manipulation from beyond. Adding to her unease, Susan Banks shares a troubling premonition during an unexpected encounter, suggesting that Marlena is afflicted by a malaise affecting her body, mind, and soul. Susan's words, delivered with her characteristic blend of sincerity and eccentricity, leave Marlena questioning her own stability. As she probes the meaning behind these omens, Marlena's journey promises to unravel hidden truths about her past and present, drawing her deeper into a psychological labyrinth. Sarah and Xander's fractured bond sparks jealousy in the Horton household. Sarah Horton Kyriakis confides in her mother, Maggie Kyriakis, about a heart-wrenching decision. She and Xander Kyriakis have chosen to legally separate, marking a painful turning point in their tumultuous marriage. Maggie, ever the pillar of compassion, offers solace as Sarah navigates the emotional fallout of this choice. Seeking comfort, Sarah finds herself in the arms of Brady Black, their embrace a fleeting moment of solace in Salem's bustling town square. However, this tender scene does not go unnoticed. Xander, accompanied by Gwen von Leuskner, witnesses the interaction, and his heart flares with jealousy. The sight of Sarah with Brady ignites a storm of emotions, threatening to unravel Xander's composure and fuel a confrontation that could alter their relationships irrevocably. As tensions simmer, the question looms: will this moment of vulnerability draw Sarah and Brady closer, or will it deepen the rift between Sarah and Xander? Gabi and Tony's fiery conspiracy against Titan in a clandestine meeting. Gabi Hernandez and Tony Demera plot to outmaneuver their rivals, Xander and Philip Kyriakis, in a high-stakes battle for control of Titan Industries. Tony, with his sharp wit and seasoned cunning, advises Gabi to fight fire with arson, a metaphor for their aggressive strategy to destabilize their opponents. Their plan takes shape as Gabi enlists the expertise of private investigator Steve Johnson, tasking him with unearthing compromising information on Titan's operations. Steve's investigation, however, uncovers a bombshell that could have personal repercussions for his daughter, Stephanie Johnson. Alarmed by the potential fallout, Steve confides in Kayla, leaving her to grapple with the implications of his findings. As the web of deceit tightens, Gabi and Tony's scheme promises to ignite a corporate war, with Stephanie caught in the crossfire. Will their gambit succeed, or will it backfire, exposing their own vulnerabilities? Stephanie's fury and the brewing storm at Titan. The ripple effects of Steve's investigation reverberate through Salem, reaching Stephanie Johnson, who is incensed to learn that her father is probing Titan, her professional domain. Stephanie, a rising star in the corporate world, feels betrayed by Steve's actions, fearing they could jeopardize her career and personal relationships. Her confrontation with Steve is charged with emotion, as she demands answers about his motives and the potential consequences for her future. Meanwhile, the broader conflict at Titan escalates, with Xander and Philip unaware of the full extent of Gabi and Tony's machinations. The stage is set for a clash of titans, as personal loyalties and professional ambitions collide. Stephanie's reaction underscores the delicate balance between family ties and individual aspirations, setting the scene for explosive revelations that could reshape Salem's power dynamics. A week of unraveled secrets and unpredictable alliances. As the week of July 28 unfolds, Days of Our Lives promises a captivating blend of supernatural intrigue, romantic turmoil, and strategic maneuvering. Susan's eerie premonitions cast a shadow over the Demera family, while Rafe's warnings hint at a resurgence of Stefano's influence. Marlena's haunting dreams and Sarah's emotional crossroads add layers of complexity to Salem's ever-evolving narrative. Meanwhile, Gabi and Tony's ruthless plotting threatens to upend Titan, with Stephanie caught in the fallout. Each storyline weaves together themes of loyalty, betrayal, and the search for truth, ensuring that viewers will be glued to their screens. Tune in to witness how these threads unravel, as Salem's residents confront their pasts and forge uncertain futures in this gripping chapter of Days of Our Lives.